Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is 8:57 a.m. and you are watching Aurora weather here on Good Morning, Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. This is the people's weather. Yesterday, you will have seen our dear friend Luz Elena Brambila Guerrero, who is also one half of the Woodcrafters, a great family-owned business, Juan Cayetano and Luz. She did the weather yesterday. She was our last weather winner of the trivia portion. We got another one for you guys today. So let's talk about what we can expect first, and then we'll get into all of that good stuff. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Let's get started here. Slippery travel south of I-80 today, as you can see above me. Now, yesterday we did talk about some temperatures that are going to be very interesting, some weather conditions that are coming. A lot of people can't believe it, but it is true. It starts with an S and it rhymes with row. Snow will impact travel conditions this morning and afternoon. Now, what can we expect as we go through this? Snow on a Friday, Curtis? Yes, that's a fact. All right. Right here we can see accumulating snow of up to 4 inches, 1 to 4 inches. Temperatures in the mid-20s to around 30 degrees. So the snow is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Please be aware of that. All right. What will that bring us in regards to the conditions here in the city of Aurora and going on? Well, we can expect reduced visibility, slippery travel, and also commute impacts. Now, if you are a person who drives into the city or some of the further suburbs, or you come in or out, please be aware of that. Your time may be impacted. So I'll give you a free piece of advice. The Metro. Take the train. You know, it's an easy way to fly. Plus, you can have a tall can on the ride back home. All right. So this morning, once again, through 4 p.m., snow will end closer to I-80. It'll end sooner, closer to I-80. Now, mainly south of I-80, a sharp cutoff and slick conditions is expected somewhere near I-80. And that's right here. Once again, this weather comes from the National Weather Service of Chicago, delivered to you here on Good Morning, Aurora. Now, what should you do? I'm glad you asked. Well, you should leave extra travel time and prepare for slick travel in spots. So if you got to be at work at 8 a.m., leave at 7:30. Slow down and increase following distance when driving in snow. Now, that should be a given. You would think that people would know, hey, you know what? It's a lot of snow. It's really icy. I shouldn't follow this Kia in front of me all quick and be on his butt. I should leave a little bit of space. Do that. Also, remember, don't text and drive. Now, here's the map for today. The chance of 2 or more inches of snow today. So let's talk about it. As you can see, the probability color key is right here. All right. Yellow indicates a 10 to 40% chance. Medium, orange, is a 40 to 70% chance. And red is high, a 70+% chance. All right. And as you can see, that's all right here. Boop, boop. All right. You see that? That's the yellow. That's the 10s. 40 and 70. All right, that is your way. Now, we way up here, though, but still, snow flies. All right. Now, here's the forecast, the moment you all been waiting for. Once again, this is the 5-day outlook and a round of snow today with cold and blustery conditions to end the week off. All right, here we are today. Daytime high today of 33 degrees, a daytime low today of 29 degrees. Snow is coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's not that bright outside right now. You can kind of see that it's going to be making an appearance here in the lovely city of Aurora. Tonight, nighttime high of 15 degrees, a nighttime low of 10 degrees. Wind chills are in the -5 up to 5 degree range. A blustery night, a cloudy night as well. Going into tomorrow morning now, 30 degrees for the daytime high, 25 degrees for the daytime low. Blustery conditions, the wind chill will be 0 to 15 degrees. Tomorrow night, the blustery conditions continue. They go into the evening time, 28 degrees for the nighttime high, 22 degrees for the nighttime low. Wind chills of 5 to 15 degrees. Going into Sunday, what do we notice? Well, we notice that the blustery conditions seem to have gone. The cloudiness seems to have gone as well. And we get into some sun. Right here, Sunday. 42 degrees for the daytime high on Sunday. 39 degrees for the daytime low on Sunday. The blustery conditions make way for breezy conditions. So Sunday is going to be a nice sunny day. Now, Sunday night, 29 degrees for the nighttime high, 22 degrees for the nighttime low. Clouds return on Sunday night. Going into next week on Monday, 48 degrees for the daytime high, 41 degrees for the daytime low. Cloudy. but not overwhelmingly. Mostly sunny day on Monday. That mostly sunny condition takes us into Monday night with mostly cloudy conditions. Look at that. They put a lot of there, a lot of clouds. 35 degrees for the nighttime high on Monday night. 30 degrees for the nighttime low on Monday night. Going into Tuesday, what do you see? Boop, boop. 50 degrees. Don't get crazy. 50 degrees for the daytime high, 45 degrees for the daytime low. Cloudy conditions on Tuesday as well, but mostly sunny conditions. The mostly sunny conditions take us into Tuesday night with a nighttime high of 38 degrees and a nighttime low of 35 degrees and cloudy conditions at night. And what do we notice? We notice that Tuesday night of next week will be the warmest nighttime temperature in all of the 5-day forecasts from today on. Pretty cool. Let's recap. Today, daytime high of 33 degrees, a daytime low of 29 degrees. The snow is coming. 1 to 4 inches can be expected. There is a difference between the amount that we'll get up here and south of I-80. Tomorrow, Saturday, 30 degrees for the daytime high, 25 degrees for the daytime low. Blustery conditions as well, cold and chilly, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not forget that. It's going to be cold, going to be chilly. Sunday, 42 degrees for the daytime high, 39 degrees for the daytime low. Breezy conditions on Sunday, overwhelmingly sunny on Sunday. A nice bright day and a little bit of a warmer day. Going into Monday, 48 degrees for the daytime high, 41 degrees for the daytime low. Sunny on Monday, a little bit of cloud cover, not too much. We'll feel real nice with that. And then Tuesday, 50 degrees for the daytime high, 45 degrees for the daytime low. Mostly sunny on Tuesday, a little bit of clouds as well. So that is your weather report here on Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Now, your reminder that today is Friday and it's GMA Trivia Friday. So tune in for your chance to win the Aurora weather presentation, but it's actually a little bit different today. It's a little bit different today. We got an amazing prize for you guys today. And don't forget that the number for you to text us at is 331-256-7782. That's our Google Voice number. When you think you have the answer to today's trivia question, I encourage you to quickly text it to 331-256-7782. And now let's get into the show. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is 9:07 a.m. and you are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. As Amy Dermott, good morning, Amy Dermott said in the chat, it's Friday we made it. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I hope that you guys are all having a blessed, positive, and motivating day today. We got a lot of things to talk about. We got an amazing, trivia portion today for you guys as well as an amazing interview. The weather portion that we just did for you guys, don't forget, snow is coming. So we hope that you guys are ready for that. And we want to give a shout out to Luz Elena Brambilla for doing the weather for us yesterday. The People's Weather is moving along really cool. And we got a lot of things to talk about today and the news that you guys need. So I hope that you guys are feeling very well. Good morning to Aisha Saxon, Tracy Duran, the Blues Bangers. Good to see you guys as well. Jose Torres. Good morning. God bless your family. And we love you all. We appreciate that. Pastor Jose Torres, once again, has his own production on our show. It's called Encouraging Echoes. It's the third Wednesday of the month, and it's a faith-based section, and it's from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. here on our program. So please check it out if you're looking for some spiritual motivation in the morning time. The time is 9:08 a.m. Josue Pais is here. Good morning to you as well, and shout out to Vanessa and Calderon. Good morning, Aurora. Have a blessed day and a safe weekend. We appreciate that very much, Vanessa. Okay. So before we get things going on here, I want to let you guys know something. So next week is going to be a very special week. Good Morning Aurora is going to be doing a whole lot more news in the community. So one of the things that you guys will see is a small amount of in the field stuff. What does in the field mean? Well, we've got an intern who starts with us on Monday, a brand new staff member who will be with us, and he will be spearheading our efforts out there in the community. So you guys will see myself and our intern outdoors, a whole lot more. Spring is coming up, and so is the summer, so we look forward to sharing some great community news. We'll be different places, and we will be live. So get ready to see Good Morning Aurora at coffee shops, at restaurants, at tea houses, all kinds of great things. The last place that we were at was the Cornucopia Tea Shop, LLC. That interview is going to be played here on our show for a live rerun for you guys next week, so please stay tuned for that. Okay. 9:09 is the time. We'll do a little bit of news right now. YoKev is here. Good morning to DJ YoKev. He's a dear friend of ours, known him for a very long time. What's up to you as well? Teresa Flores Ford, good morning to you. All right. And Kevin says, good morning. It's snowing in Joliet right now. Oh, so if you're in Joliet, what up, J-Town? Okay, so the very next volunteer workshop that we have coming up, you guys, is going to be a really good one. You guys are going to like this. And if you want to be with us, it's going to be March 10th. The address is going to be 15 Hawthorne Court. If you know where New England Congregational Church is, it's in that parking lot, basically. So New England Congregational Church, it's going to be from 10 a.m. to noon. These are going to be taking place twice on Sundays during the month. So we've got a good number of dates coming up. March 10th is the next one. The 24th of March is the next one after that. Those are both Sundays, but we're also going to open up some days during the week. Many of our community friends and partners have reached out to us for a little bit more time and some more opportunities. So there will be days during the week with which you can come volunteer with the Neighbor Project. Once again, these volunteer workshops are very, very important. Members of the immigrant community and some of our World Relief clients are some of the residents who benefit from these workshops. So they see people in the community coming to help them maintain and upkeep their properties. It's a really good feeling. So once again, get ready for the volunteer workshops. If you want to sign up, you can text your first name and the word volunteer to 331-256-7782. The number again is 331-256-7782. All right. Now, the Black History events coming up at the Fox Valley Mall, Saturday, February 24th. Our dear friends at the CAN Network, CAAN, Community Advocacy Awareness Network, have this coming up from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Entertainment, vendors, entrepreneurs, award ceremony, and a whole lot more. This is presented by Mary Foltz. She's the executive director of the CAN Network. And for more information on how to be a vendor and be there, 331-575-4630 is your number. 331-575-4630. And the portion of the proceeds go to fund future events. Shout out to the CAN Network. All right. Next up, you guys, our dear friend Stephen Thompson, who was recently on our show. He is one half of the dynamic duo of the Cottonseed Creative Exchange located downtown on River Street. There is a project management for small business class coming up there as well, led by Mr. Stephen Thompson. He is a certified speaker and an author. You can register at the QR code that's on the bottom left hand of the flyer. It's also on our Facebook page and our Instagram as well. And it's going to be from 6 to 8 p.m. on the 29th of February. Please don't forget about that. All right, the Alive Teen Center. So let me tell you something real quick about the Alive Center. Jimmy Clark, good morning to you. DJ Spanky D, Jose Milagro Torres, Daniel Calderon is here. Good morning to you, Daniel. And Paul Dominguez. Good morning, peeps. Good to see you, man. Shout out to the Kane County Sheriff's Office. All right. Where were we at? Live Center. Yeah, that's right. So Teens Got Talent. The Alive Teen Center is located here in downtown Aurora on LaSalle Street. They are friends of ours, located at 78 South LaSalle Street. They do a whole lot for young people here in the city of Aurora. So many people don't know ways with which to engage youth and get them and keep them entertained and active. This is a fantastic way to do it. So the Teen Advisory Board, led by teens, for teens, has this Teen Talent Show. It's for 5th through 12th graders. It's their talent showcase. This will be Friday, March 15th from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Don't miss this talent showcase. It's open to the public. This electrifying event is set to showcase the incredible talents of teenagers from various backgrounds. Get your free tickets now by scanning the QR code on the screen and join for an unforgettable night of talent, creativity, and fun. And also, if you are able to or you feel so inclined, please make a donation or become a sponsor. The Alive Teen Center, they're friends of ours. Gabriel, Addie, all of them, Gray, everybody. They're all friends of ours. So if you share this information, if you know a young person who could benefit from it, put them in contact with them. Go check out the Alive Teen Center. Follow them on Facebook. Follow them on YouTube. Follow them on Instagram. They're friends of ours. And if you are interested, please go check this out and let them know that you heard about it on Good Morning Aurora. All right, the time is 9:14 a.m. You're listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. The next thing that we have coming up, this is in regards to health. Health is important. Not only that, in regards to some of the initiatives that are going on from Rush Copley that you guys hear about here, even to some of the mental health stuff like Ellie Mental Health or Mutual Ground, this year we're going to be focusing on health a lot and connecting people in the community with some of these resources. There are people out there right now who are afraid to get themselves checked out or either go to the doctor because A, they're not financially able to, or B, they don't want to be judged, or C, they just don't know who to turn to. So health information is going to be appearing here a lot on the show. And if you or somebody you know is suffering from something and they're either reluctant to go get it talked about or they just don't know where to start, you can send us an email at goodmorningaurora@gmail.com or reach out to us privately, and we will do what we can to connect you with the correct individuals. All right. The African American Health Coalition has the 17th annual health fair. It's going to be Saturday, March 23rd from 9 a.m. to noon. And it's going to be at the Prisco Center located at 150 West Illinois Avenue here in Aurora. Now, it's a free event. Vendors are needed for this event, so please contact them. And if you want to be a vendor there, and it's also going to be free health screenings. Now, for more information, the email is on the bottom of this flyer. It's the Aurora AA Health Coalition at gmail.com. They're also on Facebook, and you can contact them and let them know that you heard about it here on Good Morning Aurora. This flyer will be shared on all of our social media up until the date that it happens. So if you're interested in coming out and being a part of that, please reach out to them, and it's the Aurora African American Health Coalition. Okay. 9:16 is the time, ladies and gentlemen, and we've got a whole lot of things to talk about today. Now, before we move any further, I got some interesting news. So you see this? You see this? Do you know? Listen, man. Because you know what? I mean, YoKev, Spanky D, y'all know what it is. But a lot of people don't, they think it's just like a podcast or something. They don't know that it's actual real live news. So, got something to tell you guys about here. This is special, right hot off the presses. And here it is. All right. So, Fermilab has a new project. It's called Dune. Now, Dune is it's going to pursue three major science goals. Now, I want you to listen to this, and you're gonna be saying, "Wait, Curtis, hold up. We did the weather. You got trivia. We getting science now? Yes. Slow down, because you're gonna see some amazing things coming from Good Morning Aurora. Check this out. Dune is pursuing three major science goals: to find out whether neutrinos could be the reason the universe is made of matter, to look for subatomic phenomena that could help realize Einstein's dream of the unification of forces. Are y'all with me? It's deep, right? That's crazy. And to watch for neutrinos emerging from an exploding star, perhaps witnessing the birth of a neutron star or black hole. Who's working on Dune? The Dune collaboration comprises more than 1,400 collaborators from over 200 institutions in over 35 countries, plus CERN. The collaboration works closely with the Long Baseline Neutrino Facility Project team to ensure the coordinated development of facilities and detectors for the Dune physics program. Now, that was a humdinger. That was a mouthful. Why does it matter? Because you might see Good Morning Aurora at Fermilab. Oh, Lord. Come on. Coming soon. We're working on that right now. That project is very big. It's going to change the world. It is. It's going to change the world. And it's taking place right here at Fermilab in our backyard. And we're working with the team of Fermilab right now. We submitted some information, some questions, right? Talking back and forth. We're getting news. Hopefully, Good Morning Aurora maybe one day might be live at Fermilab, man. You never know. You never know. So, wish us some good luck. Say a prayer for us. We're trying to do great things for the community and give you guys amazing news. And that news will change the world. And if we can be a part of showing it, debuting it, and letting it get off the ground and showing more people, especially people who never thought they'd see something like that, we'd be very happy indeed. The time is 9:19 a.m. You're listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Now, I have some early voting information for you guys, too. I tell you guys a lot of things, and one of the things I tell you is to vote. You need to vote. Do you vote? Ask yourself right now, if you're watching this show, do you vote? Do I vote? If you say no, you need to vote. You need to vote. You need to take part and use your voice in making change and shaping change here in the community. Now, Alex, do we have the voting primary election news? It's pinkish, purplish kind of thing, early voting for the March 19th primary for Kane County. If we do, if we could show that, that would be so helpful. Thank you, young man. Thank you. All right, check it out. Now, early voting for the March 19th primary election has already begun at the Kane County Clerk's offices. Now, there's two locations that you need to be familiar with. The first is in Geneva, 719 South Batavia Avenue, Building B. Aurora, right here, it's right back there. It's like 110 feet away. 5 East Downer Place, Suite F. It's right next to, it's in between Subway, right, and the GAR building. It's that little walkway back there. The hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and that's going through March 1st. Now, additional hours and locations begin on March 4th. And for more information about early voting, you can visit the super huge link that they just put at the very bottom of this thing. Or you can also go to the Facebook page of the Kane County Clerk, at Kane County Clerk, or also their Twitter X page, which is at Kane, COIL Clerk. Or you can call 630-232-5990. The number again, 630-232-5990. All right, time is 9:21. Now, I know what you really want. I do. A lot of y'all watching right now like, yo, Curtis, you hold up. You know we got trivia, right? Today is Friday trivia. First of all, the number for you is this. 331-256-7782 is the number that you need to win our trivia portion today. So once again, 331-256-7782. Don't type any answers in the chat here, ladies and gentlemen. Any answers that you have for our trivia portion, always text them to that number. Now, I got a special prize today. Special prize. Boo boo! Bam! Check that out. I got 2 tickets to Out Cold 5 at the Piazza. This show is going to be absolutely amazing. Look at that. That's real. 2 tickets. It's going to be next week. Doors open at 8 p.m. at the Piazza. These are 2 general admission tickets, and they are sponsored by our friends of the Fab 5 DJs here in Aurora, DJ YoKev, DJ Spanky D, and I also want to give another shout out to other good brothers, House 13, Crow. It's so many of them. They good brothers. Freddie, great guys. But DJ Spanky D and DJ YoKev donated these tickets to the show. This is for Out Cold 5 at the Piazza next weekend on Friday. I'm going to be there, and you will take pictures with the Fab 5 DJ team who gave us these tickets, and you have to go to room 85 at the Piazza, but we'll get you squared away. That is the prize today, ladies and gentlemen. So if you think you know the answer to today's trivia question, I want you guys to definitely text it to 331-256-7782. Now, I'm going to give you the trivia question here in just a moment, but there's a big weather update coming. So if we could, Alex, can we put the 5-day back up there just for one more quick time? Yes, thank you very much. Okay. Now, real quick, guys, snow is coming. I want to give you this because it's very important. You know I love you. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't tell you about this weather. All right, peep it out. So today, daytime high 33 degrees, daytime low of 29 degrees. It is going to snow today. Get ready for it. You heard it here on Good Morning Aurora. Tomorrow it's going to be 30 degrees with a daytime high of 30 degrees, a daytime low of 25 degrees. That's tomorrow. Blustery conditions with wind chills up to 15 degrees, super cold. Sunday, 42 degrees for the daytime high, 39 degrees for the daytime low, and breezy conditions on Sunday. It's going to feel really nice and good. Monday, 48 degrees for the daytime high and 41 degrees for the daytime low on Monday. Monday's going to be nice and sunny, though, as well as Sunday, but it'll be a little bit chilly. Now, Tuesday, look at that. Y'all see Tuesday, 50 degrees? Don't get crazy, bro. If you make it out of cheddars, if you making carnitas on the grill, Call a brother. I'm going to come through your house. 45 degrees for the daytime low on Tuesday and 50 degrees for the daytime high on Tuesday. Boy, it's going to be really, really nice on Tuesday of next week. So stay tuned for that, you guys. The time is 9:24 a.m. You're listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Blessed. And so are you. All right. Now, I think it's about that time. We're going to say hi to a couple more people in the chat real quick, but I think it's about that time. We're going to give you all the question for today. And once again, 2 tickets to Out Cold 5 next Friday at the Piazza. Your boy, DJ YoKev, DJ Spanky D, the Fab 5. I mean, in there. So get ready for that. Now, really quick, before we do, I want to say a good morning to Aaron Hawkins is here. Yes, Aaron Hawkins, good morning. Aaron Hawkins is a United States Navy veteran, and he's also a veteran of the United States Army. He has a podcast called The Hawk's Den. Shout out to The Hawk's Den. Great podcast. He is a filmmaker. He's a producer, and he has a film that he's created called Evil Lurks. Evil Lurks is doing really good, especially overseas in England and in India. Check out Evil Lurks. Can y'all hear that? It's a dude out here drilling in the hallway. That's crazy. Check out Evil Lurks. Stream it. It's a really good movie. And Aaron Hawkins and his podcast, The Hawk's Den, is really cool. Hopefully one day your brother will be on there. Jose Milagro Torres, good morning to you. A shout out to Fresh Start City Church located at 10 South Lancaster Avenue, and that's the corner of Lancaster and Galena on Aurora's west side. His program is called Encouraging Echoes. It's a faith-based program. It debuts here on our show every third Wednesday of the month, and it's from 9:30 to 10 a.m., so it's the second half portion of our show. Get ready to see that. We appreciate everything that Pastor Jose Milagro Torres does in the community, and if you are looking for a safe and welcoming church home, Fresh Start City Church is your church, 10 South Lancaster Avenue. And Njoli, good morning to you, Njoli. Good to see you. That's Crazy About Fermilab. Yep, watch out. Njoli is a fantastic person. She's a dear, dear, dear friend of ours here in the community, and she is also the namesake and proprietor of Meaningful Letters. Meaningful Letters is a calligraphy, design, art program and business that she runs. She can put anything on anything, so reach out to her. All right, 9:26 is the time. So let's do this. The question, ladies and gentlemen, actually one more time with the number. One more time with the number. The number, if you know the answer to today's trivia question, once again, 331-256-7782 is the number that you need for these Bad Boy Bill Out Cold 5 tickets, sponsored by YoKev, DJ Spanky D, Aurora Fab 5 DJs. That is the text number. Now, the question of the day is, what famous DJ producer attended East Aurora High School and also DJ'd on WBMX in the 80s and early 90s? Once again, the question of the day, ladies and gentlemen, for those Bad Boy Bill Out Cold 5 tickets at the Piazza, sponsored by our friends YoKev and DJ Spanky D, is, what famous DJ producer attended East Aurora High School, local, and also DJ'd on WBMX in the 80s and early 90s? You think about that. And if you think you have the answer, you text it to 331-256-7782. Right now, we're going to go to our commercials, and we will be back, and we will announce whoever that winner is on the second half portion of our show before we wrap up today. See you on the other side.
Imagine what's possible when a city makes an unprecedented investment, a commitment that reshapes a city's landscape forever, that equalizes economic opportunity, elevates education for all, empowers businesses, inspires collaboration between institutions, improves public services, and enhances the lives of every resident. Now, imagine that city is ours. We know it's possible because other cities have done it. Places like Longmont, Colorado, a community that leveraged its investment in municipal electricity and upgraded its substations to create a 17-mile fiber loop, delivering critical connectivity to the city's institutions, organizations, and small businesses, achieving an incredibly high adoption rate. And in Pharr, Texas, a border town of 80,000, voted the least connected city in America, invested in 700 miles of fiber, delivering broadband managed services that are enriching residents' lives. Cities, towns, and regions are stepping up all over America. There is no question that Aurora can and deserves to be America's next great smart city. But it's up to us. We have a responsibility we can't ignore to see everyone living in our city, regardless of economic status, having broadband services that are simple, efficient, safe, and powerful. Imagine children having safe internet access anywhere, never needing to connect outside of a fast food restaurant. Imagine every building in every neighborhood and retail outlet, new and old, modernized, intuitive, secure. Imagine exciting subscribers with the ultimate broadband experience and giving parents control over all of it. Imagine deploying cyberbullying protection that notifies parents throughout Aurora that their kids are being bullied and providing resources to protect them. Imagine a city with first responders seamlessly connected and with safer public spaces. Can you see this smart city? Can you see our future? We do. Aurora is ready for world-class connection that serves our residents, that helps businesses grow and unifies our community. Let's take this opportunity to give all of our residents, businesses, and community organizations the advantages that come with unrivaled broadband infrastructure and services. Let's come together and deliver a world where digital equity creates a city that is smarter, safer, and sustainable for generations to come.
Not your bank's top priority? Here at Wintrust, we take a different approach to banking. No hidden fees or runarounds, but a true banking partner focused on your unique financial goals. Whether you're opening your first account, found your dream home, Planning for the future or starting a business, we have the financial solutions to get you there. Stop settling and start experiencing a better way to bank. Wintrust, different approach, better results.
All right, we are back. Good morning to you guys. The time is 9:32 a.m. You're listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. And we have our special returning guests and friends, Simon Rodriguez of the City of Aurora's Youth Services and Cindy Del Cid. How you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
All right, good to see you guys again.
Excited to be back.
Absolutely. So before we get started, you guys have been part of the show for a while and with the journey for quite some time. So I feel proud, as we were talking before the mics came back on, I feel proud to have you guys here as we grow. It feels good to grow together with you guys, man.
Thank you.
Yep.
I think we've been part of the progression of this show, I think from its start, where we were like in several studios.
Yes,
so I think this is for me the third venue or space for this show that we've been on. So that's exciting.
Yeah, we definitely couch surfed for quite some time before we got here. So the City of Aurora's Youth Services, a lot of programs, a lot of different initiatives, everything from the Youth Sports Festival to the rotating soccer field.
Yeah.
Tell us about what's coming up this year.
Wow, we have so much, right? And so Cindy and myself would love to talk about it. I think we'll go chronological just to keep things kind of smooth, right? Mm-hmm. So one of the first things we have coming up, and it's kind of it's going to encompass a lot of different resources. Hence our Youth and Family Resource Fair, which is coming up on April 10th at the Prisco Community Center. Many folks that know that this is our annual event where we promote over 40 different organizations in our community, promote their services, promote their programs, their resources, all centered around youth and their families. And again, it's going to be April 10th, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Prisco Center. More information to follow. This is a free event, open to the public, free food, free performances. And this is the opportunity that we want for parents, especially parents and guardians, to please come on out, see what type of programs are out there for our kids, especially during the summertime. We really, really, really want to be intentional about making sure our kids are active and they're engaged. So what better way than to start early? A lot of folks have already reached out and said, hey, how can we sign up for your summer programs? Right. That's going to be the first opportunity for our public. So at the resource fair, we will have booths where families can register their kids for their summer programs. So if you want that first priority, because all these programs do get filled, for our programs at City of Aurora Youth Services, your first opportunity is on April 10th at the resource fair. Okay. And then the following day, we're going to open up our application live online to the public. So I really want to stress that on April 10th. And again, we're going to repeat this information. Please follow our Facebook page.
So will we.
Yes, our Facebook page. I know you guys share our Facebook page. That is the best way to keep up to date with all of the wonderful services that we have coming up.
All right. So as mentioned, the Facebook page, the link of which will be in the description of this video, also in the description on our YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts as well. Now, Cindy, you started off as an intern, correct? Yes. Tell us about your journey.
I was an intern for about 2 years. I started off and I really didn't know much about youth services and what it is that the city was providing for the youth. Right. It was something that I felt really passionate about because I was always really involved in school. And then it was nice kind of to be on the other side of things. I felt like it was kind of like a full circle moment where I was one who would participate in a lot of like programs and events very similar to the ones that now I'm helping plan and coordinate in the department. And now I'm a project assistant, so I get to be a lot more hands-on with the projects that we do. So it's really just a great moment for me. I'm having a great time.
Congratulations. And again, so we've talked about seeing and watching each other with Good Morning Aurora as we grow, but Cindy, I've seen you I've seen you in the community doing your thing, seriously, from the time that we were at Society 57 for that, with just 2 little tables to like you're doing really good job. And then also Cindy did deliver an intro for us at for Buenos Dias Aurora at one of the soccer rotating soccer days with the field. I think that was last year.
I think it was for our One Goal Aurora soccer
One
program.
Goal Aurora, that's what it was. All right. What's coming after the resource fair?
Yep. So first of all, Cindy was selling herself short because she's been an amazing asset to our team.
She has been. Yep.
And I think when we think about the programs not only that we offer, but our partners in the community offer, the strength of those programs are in the folks that grew up in our community, understand the needs, understand what they needed back then, so they use that knowledge and experience to make decisions on what we provide to this generation.
Right.
So I think we cannot stress enough how important it is that people that grew up in our community went to the same schools. We're both EA Tomcats graduates. And so a lot of what we do is personal in that sense. And I think that's what makes programming like ours and like the other programs in our community so special.
Right. Now your history is your mentor was the late Fred Rogers.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
Tell us about Fred Rogers for those who may be unfamiliar.
Yeah. So Fred Rogers, for those folks that know him, the name just evokes so much warmth, so much joy, because this man did so much to elevate our youth. So Fred Rogers was the first youth services director for the city of Aurora. And what he did was he created an amazing program that provided after school programs, summer camps, resources for families. And they were so successful because Fred was so passionate about our youth. He understood, like we do, like so many of our partners do, that if you do not invest in the youth of our community now, you're not investing in the future of your city. Right? But when you do invest, you're literally investing in the future. And that's not a stretch of the imagination. That is a fact.
Right.
So communities that invest in their youth are setting up the future of the entire community for success.
Right.
And Fred Rogers knew that back then. And so Fred Rogers was one of my first bosses. So I worked for youth services as a high school student. And so it was one of my first jobs that I absolutely loved. And what people may not know is the Fred Rogers Magnet Academy of District 131 is obviously named after him, but the building itself was the former youth services building that Fred Rogers ran. So there's a personal connection of that space. That used to be a City of Aurora Youth Services building, and I believe the Area 2, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, Area 2 or 3 of the APD. They had a police station in there.
Okay.
And then other organizations, right? But Fred Rogers was the man that put all of that together. And, we're just happy that we still carry on his legacy in many ways. Right. One of which is as you mentioned, the Sports Festival.
Yes.
Celebrating 30 years this year.
Right.
And it was renamed. Yes, thank you. Yep. Thank you to everyone that's put it together, because 30 years, I mean. Right. That's no small feat. Last year, Mayor Irvin dedicated this event in his honor, in Fred Rogers' honor. So now it's officially the Fred Rogers Aurora Sports Festival.
That's amazing.
And we're celebrating 30 years this year, and we're really excited. And we've already hit the ground running planning that. I think last month we started already. So
all right.
It's not until May, but we're getting ready for it.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, as a wise man was said, never do later what you can do now. Yes. Gotta start now.
Yes, sir.
It's got to start now. Good Morning Aurora looks forward to being there as well.
Oh, yes.
And showcasing some more of the great news and everything. We were there last year. It was really cool. And our new intern starts Monday.
Perfect.
So we've got a new person coming on. And I already let them know, like, listen, it's the NFL. So get ready. We got things to do. We look forward to that. Now, real quick, I did just want to ask, in your time, want to get an answer for both of you guys. What are two big personal changes that you guys have experienced in the work that you do and have been doing since you've been doing it within youth? And the reason why I ask is because I feel I've had a bunch of personal changes. Working for the Neighbor Project and everything,
Yeah.
I've been transformed a few times in doing what I do, because I'm doing things for people who, literally and figuratively can't do it for themselves.
Right.
So I'm just kind of curious if you guys would share, like, what's 2 personal things that you've grown into or with in your time doing this?
Do you want to start us off, or do you want me to?
I can start us off. I think maybe being a lot more empathetic. I think a lot of the programs we do, I see firsthand the impact that it has on the students, and also the impact that it has on the parents, really. I remember my first summer as an intern, a parent called me, and she was talking about how she was really struggling to find programming for her daughter or son at that time, and how she was a working mom, and that really stayed with me, that moment, and the conversation that I had with the mom. So I realized how important it is for both the students and for the parents. So anytime we work on a program or an event, I always think about it from the lens of a student. Like, we've been talking about a lot of what do I get from this for the students,
Right.
what the benefit is for them. And then also from a parent lens, even though I'm not a parent, but I always just try to put myself in their shoes to see what it is that they're getting out of the programs that we create for their kids as well.
Right. Empathy. That's great.
Yeah, that's really good. I'll echo that for sure. I think the 2 things, if I can be brief, the first that I've personal, growth. This was one of my first years in my role with the city. We had our resource fair. And, at our resource fair, we have different door prizes, and kids, win different cool stuff. And there was this one student who I believe was a Simply Destiny student. Simply Destiny, great
Shout
partner
out
in
to
our
Simply
community.
Destiny.
Yeah. And I don't remember his name, but he always had headphones on. And such a bright young kid. And he won a prize. And he came up, and he was so happy. I don't even remember what the prize was, but he was just so happy. And obviously, happiness is very contagious.
It is.
And he gave me a big hug on stage, and it was so beautiful. It was so genuine. And then I remember, I believe Marty or Liza from Simply Destiny told me, he's this child is not a very physical or verbal. He's just more to himself. He puts his headphones on and kind of does his own thing. And I took that as an extreme compliment, that he felt comfortable enough. It's little moments like that make everything that we do worth it. Because
Absolutely.
a lot of stress, like any job, a lot of stress goes behind putting together events, putting together programs.
Right.
A lot of bumps in the road. You're trying to do what's best for everyone, and sometimes that's very difficult. But the second thing that really changed the lens of everything that I do here and in life is becoming a father. The moment I became a father, my outlook on life changed. I mean, I think any parent can identify with that statement. But we serve our youth, and when we say that, that's from newborns through early college level, 24-year-olds, vast group of people. I think to myself now, what would my child need? And when you think like that, when you put yourself in the mindset of how Cindy said, how does this benefit me, my home?
Right.
I want programs in our community that I would be ecstatic to take my son to. Right. And I don't know if that sentiment makes sense, but I mean, you want the best, obviously, for your family.
Right.
And I look at that through the same lens of I want the best for all our families in our community. Because as Cindy said, there's great need out there. There are many parents that don't know how to navigate this crazy, world of youth programming and resources. We have wonderful school districts that provide services. We have wonderful nonprofits that provide services. If we can be a channel to communicate those, services to our community, then I think that's, it's a win-win for all of us.
It is a win-win, and I've noticed too that there's a great overlap in everything that we're doing for families, for parents, and for even educators too.
Yeah.
When I've been at you guys' events,
Yeah.
I see people who we may have helped at one point in time for the Neighbor Project. I see people who were FEC clients with their kids and their families there. I see people from other organizations helping people out and giving them resources. So we're all more connected than I think maybe a lot of people think. And like you said, Cindy, when we lead with empathy, when you lead like that, like, okay, it's not about what do they need. When you lead with that, we can achieve so much.
Absolutely.
And then create and get more creative too, because that also breeds creativity.
Absolutely.
This is fun, but it could be doper.
It can always be doper. I think
Yes.
that's our motto
That's
for
the
this
take
show.
For those just watching, that means really good. So yeah.
90s lingo, right? We grew up with that. I know what you mean.
Yep. Well, speaking of 90s lingo, actually, this is a good time. So the time is 9:47 a.m. You are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Once again, we're back with our very dear friends of the City of Aurora's Youth Services, Cindy Del Cid and Simon Rodriguez. Real quick, we're going to reflash that trivia question for you guys up there, if we could, please, Alex. Yes. Trivia question of the day for those 2 tickets is: what famous DJ and producer attended East Aurora High School and also DJ'd on WBMX in the 80s and early 90s? Once again, what famous DJ producer attended East Aurora High School and also DJ'd on WBMX in the 80s and early 90s? And if you think you know the answer, text your answer to 331-256-7782. The number again, 331-256-7782. Now, nobody has hit us with that answer just yet, but that's okay. If we don't get a winner for these tickets today, look at them. Look at them.
I'm texting you right now.
No, they can't. Simon, I know.
I think I know. I'm not sure, actually.
Check it out. 2 tickets. It's the show on Friday the 23rd. Alcove 5. Shout out to the Fab 5 DJs, Spanky D and DJ YoKev. The winners of these tickets will come take a picture. I'll be there as well. Take a picture with us and also with the Fab 5 DJs. Shout out to them for sponsoring these great tickets. If we don't get a winner, if nobody replies back with the correct answers today, we will run this trivia question especially as a special on Monday too. We'll incorporate that into the show. So please, if you know the answer, don't forget, text us at 331-256-7782.
That's awesome.
Okay, now, so we talked, those were 2 of the chronological events that we got coming up. What's coming up after that? Do
you want
Summer programs. Do you want to start with June?
Sure.
June,
So,
my birthday month.
Yeah,
It's
summer
on.
programming. It's not too early to talk about summer. I know people are like, we might get snow today, but hey,
Right.
Very soon, we're gonna have to start planning, and it's good to look ahead. So, Youth Services provides with our partners 2 different summer programs, and again, as I mentioned, these programs we're about to talk about. Right? As I said about twice in one sentence. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I do that too.
Yeah. Programs that we are going to discuss momentarily. Folks listening in, you have first priority to sign up at the April 10th Resource Fair.
Oh.
I'm going to keep plugging that in, so please. So our first program that we're going to have, and this is in conjunction with Cities and Schools, is our June summer camps. Okay. Which are held in conjunction also with our 4 area school districts: East Aurora, West Aurora, Indian Prairie, and Oswego School District, which has, that camp will be in Aurora for Aurora families. And we also have our 5th camp, which is a drama camp, a theater camp for our kids that love theater. So all the information for those programs are being finalized. They begin June 3rd, the week of June 3rd. So they're Monday through Thursday camps during the day, and they're going to be held at, again, 5 different locations. All of that information we're going to share on our Facebook page. So again, please follow us.
Yes, please do.
And once we finalize all those locations and all the fun information, it's a free camp. There's no charge to our families. It includes all materials, lunch, breakfast, field trips, activities. I mean, just a really enriching program to keep our kids, engaged, learning in a fun environment, outdoor play, going on field trips. Who doesn't love going on field trips, right?
Right.
I mean,
Ooh.
it's a great opportunity for our kids to just go to places, many of which haven't visited yet. So, so again, we're finalizing information, but I just want to put that on people's radar.
Okay.
And again, follow us on Facebook, and your first opportunity to sign up for this program is at our resource fair on April 10th.
Okay.
You'll be able to sign up there in person. And then the following day on April 11th, our application will go live.
Okay.
So this is a good way for us to get those families that want to sign up and have that first priority. There is a limit, right? Like most programs, once you reach that limit of people registered, then it's cut off. So
Right.
we just really want to emphasize getting signing up early and,
Right.
and getting ready for the summer because it's coming.
All right, absolutely.
And then we have another program too that Cindy
Yep,
can talk
yep.
about.
Yeah, so then after our June camp, we will have our July camp available, which is the Downtown Aurora July Camp. This camp is open to all 1st through 5th graders who live in Aurora, and the camp runs from, I believe, July 8th through August 1st.
Mhm.
And I think this camp is so exciting for the students because they really get to explore downtown Aurora. It's a free 4-week camp, and each week they visit a new location within downtown Aurora. And those 4 locations that they visit include the GAR Museum, where they learn about U.S. history, and then they go to the Aurora Regional Fire Museum, where they learn about fire safety and the lives of firefighters. They go to APS Training Academy, where they
Shout
do
out.
activities regarding STEM, robotics, coding, and then they also spend a week at Wabansi Community College with Aurora Public Art, working on different types of art projects.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from my experience, all the students get really excited, and it's nice because they are in one environment for a week, and then they switch to a whole new thing. So I feel like it really keeps them engaged.
Right.
Absolutely. And Cindy was a part of this product from its inception. This is only our 3rd year
Yes.
this year, right? So she helped formulate what this program would look like, along with Eric Pry at the GAR.
Shout out
it
Eric
was,
Pry.
I got to give him a shout out because it was his initial concept, and he came to me and said, "Hey, how can we get more youth into downtown? There's so much great growth happening in downtown with all these new businesses, new excitement, First Fridays. I mean, it's really happening." And he said, "Let's find ways to bring youth." And I was like, absolutely.
Right.
So there used to be a gap in July with some programming, because June camp ends in June, and then our families were like, "Hey, is there anything else in July?" And that's how we all decided, hey, let's work with our partners. There's great fun and excitement happening in downtown Aurora. For some of our kids, they told us they just drive through downtown, and now they get dropped off and get to experience downtown Aurora.
I know that's got to be fun for them.
It's so much fun, and I love it. And like Cindy said, it keeps them engaged because every week you're at a new location.
Right.
Right. So it's like it just keeps you excited, and I'm so proud of it. And might I add, this is an award-winning program, which was submitted by the GAR Museum and recognized by, I'm going to butcher the official organization, but I believe it was like the Illinois Museum Group Coalition. I'm not sure. So I'll leave that up to Eric Pry when he's back on the show to give you the full title. But this program is part of an award-winning program. So I'm very proud of what we're doing, and it's in its 3rd year. We're only growing. So we have great partners with as Cindy mentioned, with the GAR, Public Art, APS Training Academy, and the Aurora Regional Fire Museum.
That's wonderful.
So again, that program, the June program, you'll be able to sign up first on April 10th.
April 10th at the Prisco Center.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
April 10th at the Prisco Center. We'll see you guys there. It's going to be a great time as well. We're happy to showcase and highlight all the initiatives from the City of
Yes.
Aurora's Youth Services.
Good Morning Aurora, we'll be there. We have you.
Oh,
we have
yeah.
we have their table ready, folks. It's already there, ready to go.
Absolutely.
So we'll see you there, and we'll be there live.
Live, baby. All right. So now we're going to go to the phones. I've been waiting to say that for so long. Y'all don't even know. I don't even know. We're going to go to the phones for those tickets. Once again, now we do have we do have two people who got a couple of hit 'em ups about the. Let's check it out.
A few possible answers there.
We got a few P's. So let's get this winning going on here. So if we can, let's put the question back up there real quick. All right. What famous DJ producer attended East Aurora High School and also DJ'd on WBMX in the 80s and early 90s? And let's put the number for him real quick one more time. Don't forget, you guys, for this and all other trivia questions, 331-256-7782. 331-256-7782 is our Google Voice number. Now, the answer is Mike Hitman Wilson. I didn't have to do that, but I thought it would sound real cool if I did. Mike Hitman Wilson is a DJ and producer. He attended East Aurora High School, and he DJ'd on the famous WBMX. And the winner is phone number 630-688-3732. And I just realized I gave this person's whole number.
I was about to say, do we want to give
but you know what?
Maybe the last 4 digits?
Yeah. Well, change it after I text you back. But the last 4 digits of your phone number are 3732. You are the winner of these fantastic tickets. So shout out, very much so. Good job. These tickets are yours, and they're going to be for the show, which doors open at 8 p.m. on Friday the 23rd. I will be there. DJ YoKev, DJ Spanky D, and the Fab 5 DJ team of Aurora. Thank you very much for sponsoring these tickets and giving them out as a gift to our awesome winners. And if you would like to dedicate something or donate something or sponsor a trivia prize, please contact us. It is very much appreciated. This show is for the community. It's for everybody, and everybody should be able to participate, get information, get knowledge, and also contribute something as a collective. That's what we're trying to do here on this show. Thank you, everybody, for watching. All right, awesome. So the time is 9:59 a.m. Man, where does the time go, right? It did. It flew by.
It flew
by. So, once again, April 10th.
Yep.
April 10th is the day.
Yep.
And then registration opens up the next day, April 11th.
Correct. But at the resource fair is early registration.
Early registration.
For folks that are there in person. And again, follow our Facebook page, City of Aurora Youth Services, with up-to-date information. And it also has a link to our City of Aurora page, where we have information on all our programs and our upcoming programs. The best way to keep up-to-date is to follow us on Facebook. We'll be releasing more information as we get closer to the April 10th date, including performances. We're going to have free food there. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to have, again, over 40 organizations that serve our community there in person.
All right. And the local news will be there capturing it all for the delight of all of the people, households, and families here in Aurora. So the show ends on a positive note.
Yes.
What is your message today for the people of Aurora? We'll start with you, and then we will end with Cindy.
Wow. What is my... you put us on the spot. But
that's what I do, man. Yeah. That's what I do. Life is the spot.
Life is a spot. This happens in life. It'll throw you curveballs.
Right.
No, to our community, it's cheesy, but thank you. I mean that from my heart. I think sometimes, we really truly either are just going so fast in what we do on a daily basis, we don't take time to just pause and reflect and just say how grateful we are to everyone. I mean, we can't do what we do without our partners, without our school districts, without our leadership team here at the city, without the community services department. I have to give them a shout out, because folks don't realize what an amazing team we have on the 4th floor at City Hall, and the abundance of resources and programs, but more importantly, the passion that comes out of that floor for our seniors, for our neighborhood groups, for our grants, for in enriching our first-time home buyer programs, which we work in conjunction a lot with the Neighbor
Absolutely.
Project. And just, I'm just so proud of being on that floor and being part of that team.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I can just, I guess, was it advice? I don't know if that's advice. It's just really just thank you. And please get involved. We can't change everything to improve the lives of our youth. We can work towards that, but we really need all of you. We need our parents. We need our community. Es una comunidad. Necesitamos a todos, right? We need everyone, and it takes a group effort. So,
Absolutely.
So again, thank you all. Muchas gracias. We're grateful to serve this beautiful community, and I say that with all my heart.
Cindy?
Man, you really did put us on the spot.
He put you on the spot now.
I was listening to Simon's answer, and I'm trying to think.
I was trying
what
to go longer so she can think a little bit more
Right.
about.
Let me give Cindy some time with that. The word of the day is bloviate. Bloviate.
Beautiful.
Thank you for stalling for me, but I just
It's all good.
can't think of an answer. Probably just like Simon said, we don't have a lot of time to reflect. A lot of people live busy lifestyles. It's always like on the go. And I know the weather isn't cooperating, so I can't say go out and smell the roses.
Right, because we ain't got none yet.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. Soon. But maybe just take some time, do some self-care, so you can be a better version of yourself. Like
Absolutely.
Simon said, maybe it's a little cheesy, but I think at the end of the day, it's really important to do that. So you can take some time to yourself and reflect or relax, and then that way you can treat others the way you want to be treated.
Absolutely.
We've truly seen the best of our community when we go to our events, when we have our programming. So when we pop in to just say hi to the kids in our camps, like I'm telling you, all the work that goes into these programs, it's a lot, and it could sometimes get very heavy, but to see a smiling kid running around and a parent being grateful for the opportunity to say, hey, you know, unfortunately we can't afford to pay for programs for all our kids. Thank you for providing this. I'm like, I mean, it's our job, but it's also it's an honor to do what we do.
Right.
It really is.
The time is 10:03 a.m. You've been listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. We were proud and honored and delighted to have our dear friends back of the City of Aurora's Youth Services, Cindy Del Cid and Simon Rodriguez. Once again, all the information that you heard will be found on our Spotify, our YouTube page as well, and the links for the City of Aurora's Youth Services Facebook page and the city's page as well will be in the link and description of this video. I hope that you guys have a fantastic, blessed, positive, and motivating weekend, a really safe weekend as well. And shouts out to the winner of these great tickets.
It's also opening night of Billy Elliot, so at the Paramount.
Oh, it is.
Just want to throw
that's
that
going
out
to be
there.
a
I'll be
heck
there
of a
tonight, so if you watch the show, come talk to me tonight at the Paramount. We can talk about more of what we talked about.
Yep. So congratulations. I'll be there. Shout out to the Fab 5 DJ team of Aurora. Thank you, DJ Spanky D, and thank you, DJ YoKev. And thank you, everybody who is tuned in, watches this show, listens to it. It means a lot. Good Morning Aurora will be 4 years old this year. And we've got 96 more years to go, 100 years of news, God willing. I hope that you guys have a great, safe weekend. Be blessed. Take care of yourself and each other.
Rise and shine. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and tune in to Good Morning Aurora. News, weather, and really cool interviews. Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 a.m.